And what's good, everybody? Welcome back in here for the second game tonight out of the doubleheader on Behind the Arc Basketball. Everybody, that was crazy. The first game they just covered, Rhode Island hung right in there to the very end against Arizona State. Arizona State picking up the W, 94-88. It's been crazy amount of games with high scoring so far in these games tonight. In the pandemic world of 2020 college basketball season openers with no fans being played in the stands. We welcome you guys right back over to the streams once again. We have about I didn't realize it until I just saw it. We have about 18 minutes or so until we actually tip off this game. So I'll go over scores and stuff like that since we get time throughout college basketball from today, as we've had quite a bit of games just be interesting here. Some of the games going down as upsets, some of these games wild games. That was just really wild or so we can just hang out for a little bit. We welcome you guys right back in once again. Lamario, welcome on the stream, man. Hello here for stopping by, and HJ Maloney as we welcome in here as well. So how do you watch it here? I can't show the actual game, but it's over on ESPN, so this game's on ESPN. I can't show the actual game due to copyright, but I cover play-by-play of the game or so. So it sounds like the radio call. That's crazy. So Ryan puts out Arkansas won today against Mississippi Valley State, 142-62. That's insane, man. Wow. Yeah, I'm taking a look and seeing what went on for upsets today. There were a couple of major conference teams that lost in their games. Hey, what's good, Brandon? Welcome in, man, for stopping on by. Everything usually the usual here. I'm shocked that Central Connecticut State is actually keeping in against UConn. That game was quite close for a while. UConn's up by 15, 72-57. I'm shocked that UConn's not up by 30 or 40 right now. But we've had so many teams that's put a 100 spot on the board. BYU just did that, as they're playing against a non-D1 school. BYU's up 100-49 against Westminster in Utah. Clemson against Mississippi State. I thought that game would actually be closer. Two power conference schools. Clemson for the ACC, SEC with Mississippi State. And Clemson leads by 17, 47-30 with 9 minutes left to go. So that game's going on right now. USC up by 9 against Cal Baptist, 31-22. Georgia Tech losing right now against Georgia State, 26-17. I'm shocked by that right now. So we have quite some time here before this second game tips off between Villanova BC. But that's a shocker right there. Georgia Tech retaining basically their entire starting lineup and losing right now with about 7 minutes left to go in the first half against Georgia State, 26-17. What's good, Badger? Welcome in here for stopping on by, man. Did I see what South Carolina did for women's basketball? I think I saw that somebody posted that somewhere. Was they I don't remember the final score, but I saw the post of it. It's crazy. I saw a 7 on the scoreboard for that at one time. Oh man, 119-38. Oh yeah, it was 30-7 at the end of the first quarter. Man. Oh, I use OBS, by the way, Raptor. So it's called OBS Studio. That's what I use to stream. Oh, cool. So I don't know anymore. Is going to make the graphic there for the Gonzaga-Kansas game. Awesome, man. Really appreciate it there. Yeah, feel free to post those in the Discord. It's awesome, man. Yeah, so you got online here today with me, which is great, my man Jose. Glad to have you back here, brother, in the channel once again to hang out. I'm just looking to see what went on as far as today's game. So many games, even though a good chunk of them were also postponed. Okay, so yeah, major conference teams that lost today against mid-majors. Drake beat Kansas State today, 80-70. No shocker that Kansas State would actually drop that game with the amount of players that they lost in the off season. This one though, this isn't a major conference team, but I'm shocked that UMass Lowell was able to win against San Francisco today, 76-68. So UMass Lowell winners over San Francisco in that one today. And as far as close games, Oklahoma State played a really close game against UT Arlington. Came down to the wire, so Oklahoma State able to seal it up with free throws. They won 75-68. And also Georgetown over UMBC 70-62. So a lot of closer games between power conferences and mid-majors today. Hey, what's good, Warwick? Glad to have you on the channel, brother. Thanks so much for stopping on by. Indeed, Kansas-Gonzaga is going to be a good one for sure. I plan on streaming that one. We're going to tip this game off, it looks like in 13 minutes. We will tip this off. So we'll tip off in about 13 minutes. Actually, I'm going to put this to the pregame here, since that's what we are. What time is the game? We're going to tip off around 9:56 p.m., it says, for the tip time. So about 13 minutes from now. Oregon State beat Cal today. So Vaughn is sad about that one since he's a Cal fan. I honestly thought that Cal would have won that game, but Oregon State won 71-63. And then the other major conference team to lose today, St. Francis of Pennsylvania, won against Pittsburgh 80-70. St. John's barely beat St. Peter's 76-65. Or 76-75. What if I called the game and we drafted at the same time there? Probably puts that would be too funny, man. And Western Kentucky winners over Northern Iowa today, 93-87. I thought that Northern Iowa could have had a shot there to win the Valley or so, but what a start though for Western Kentucky, looking like a dark horse team this year. So I was just scrolling through a lot of the stuff. Every top 25 team has won today. It's not going to be movement after day number 1 in the top 25 here, but still, get the whole week to play it out. But we still got this game as well. Top 25 battle, number 3 Villanova taking on BC. But also, yeah, top 25 games. Wisconsin with a late tip. That one tips off at 10 o'clock, so I'll update you guys with the score there. Yes, I agree, Warwick. They bring back their entire starting 5 from last season, and they got a bunch of upperclassmen there for Wisconsin. So they host Eastern Illinois in their first game tonight, tipping off in 15 minutes. This is actually a low-key, really good game. Number 22, UCLA versus San Diego State. That's actually a good game right there. San Diego State thinks that they have a shot at it, as they lost a couple of key players in the offseason, but San Diego State last year, they had a phenomenal season. They were the last team to stay undefeated last season for San Diego State. Incredible. They would have been on the seed line, most likely to be a 2 seed for the NCAA tournament. And they got a great game right off the bat right there. That they think that they could win at home against number 22 ranked UCLA. Yeah, West Virginia almost lost to South Dakota State. I'm going to put this in the top 25 mode now, so I know. Oh, yeah, man. The Big Ten is absolutely stacked with teams that probably go probably like 9 teams into the tournament. But the top of the Big Ten is absolutely crazy with Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan State. Those 4 teams are going to be like top 12 potential with those 4 teams all season long, I feel like. So, yeah, West Virginia, that was a tight game against South Dakota State, but West Virginia able to win that one. And, yeah, basically all the other top 25 games were blowouts. North Carolina played Charleston close early on, and then UNC broke away. Most impressive game, though, from today, besides Arkansas just with the insane beatdown against Mississippi Valley State. The other team, Illinois, just putting on a show against North Carolina A&T from today. So I would assume 28 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. And then the freshman with Adam Miller, he had 28 points with a huge game for him today. Absolute human bucket. And then Coburn had a double-double. Yeah, Maine's probably thankful they didn't have to play Virginia in the first game. I would agree to that, Ryan, there. So, yep, after last year, 46-26 in that one. Really thankful for Maine for that one. Hey, what's good, Jose? Welcome in, man, for stopping on by. We're going to tip off in about 8 minutes or so in this one. Villanova, my pick here to win the Big East for this season, as they bring back their entire starting five besides Sadiq Bey. Went to the NBA draft, and he led the Big East last season in three-point shooting percentage for Sadiq Bey. But they have 4 players here that averaged over 10 points per game back here for Villanova. Colin Gillespie, the player to watch out for. Justin Moore, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, Jermaine Samuels, all back for Villanova. And then adding into the starting lineup, I predict here, it's going to be Caleb Daniels, transfer from Tulane, as well as he started back in 2018-19, and he averaged about 17 points per game for Tulane. And then they got Cole Swider, great 6-man option as well in the lineup for Villanova. For Boston College, they got 3 really decent players here for BC. Jay Heath is a freshman, had a great season as he led the Eagles in scoring, averaged over 13 points per game. And then they're going to bring back Winston Tabbs for this game today, as he missed last season due to injury, but he averaged almost 14 points per game as a freshman. And then also their leading rebounder back with Stephon Mitchell. 2 transfers here that's going to be getting a taste right off the bat, quick. Major college basketball level right off the bat here with Rich Kelly from Quinnipiac. And also in there as well, it's going to be another transfer from Rider with Frederick Scott. So they're going to get a lot of taste of basketball right from the beginning here for Boston College. They had a lot of significant losses in the offseason, though, for BC. Derek Thornton, Nick Popovich, both of those players averaged over 10 points per game. And both of those players graduated from the program. And then the Hamilton brothers, Jared and Jarius. Jared graduated, Jarius transferred over to Maryland. So we'll see here about this one. I predict that Villanova is going to get the W in this game. I didn't predict that these games would be like this high scoring today, though. Like a lot of these games in the 90s, 100s, I didn't predict that at all. But man, I'm going to predict here Villanova in this one. I'm going to predict here at this one for 70, I think it was 74 to 50, yeah, 74 to 58 was my prediction. When's the best day for me that we can draft here? Probably Saturday or so, because I only plan on doing one stream this Saturday because there's not really much going on. So maybe Saturday or maybe Sunday night. Whenever you guys will be interested. Doesn't matter for me. Hey, what's good, Diego? Welcome in, man, for stopping on by, brother. Scooby-Doo is my baby. What's good here, man, for stopping on by. We're going to tip off in about 8 minutes. So, 8 minutes from now, we're going to tip off. This game's running a little bit late because Rhode Island versus Arizona State, that was the game I covered right before this one. And that game went well past the time because both of those teams, that was a shootout. And there was so many fouls in that one. So after that game's over, they play on the same court at Mohegan Sun. They had to sanitize the court down and then get this game ready and have the teams warm up. So that's why it takes like a while or so. Hey, what's good, Taze Headshot? Welcome in, man. Who's my favorite team? My favorite team for college basketball, Providence Friars, Rhode Island Rams. So, yeah, that was my first ever game that I've covered URI before because they're never on national TV or so. They usually never play on ESPN. And since I started streaming back in January of 2019, they've never been on ESPN. Well, the actual like ESPN. They've been on ESPNU like a couple of times or so, but that was the first time they were on the actual ESPN. As far as I can remember, in quite some time, their national televised game for URI. It was supposed to be Baylor. And then Baylor dropped out last minute. Ooh, do I think we could get the whole draft possibly done at halftime? Probably not or so, because, yeah, I think it's going to take more than like 20 minutes or so. Usually it's like a 20-minute halftime. Probably take like more like 35, 40 possibly, since we have like more people in the draft. But yeah, we're gonna be starting up real soon here, folks. Glad to have you guys on board to be a part here of this stream. Of course, for Villanova, what you gotta watch out for in this game is this team lives and dies by the three-point shot. As last season they were third in the Big East in three-point shooting percentage, but what they did the most, of course, attempt threes. That is what they did frequent and often for Villanova, as they ranked 12th in all college basketball with three-point makes. As they almost had, on average, about 10 three-point makes per game last season for Villanova. So I expect them to rely on the three ball quite heavily in this one. And for Boston College, if Villanova's threes just start dropping, then it's going to be tough, I feel like, for BC to get right back into this game, as Boston College isn't really one of those like high-flying offenses that can hit down shots or so for Boston College. So a tale of two head coaches heading into this matchup here. Jay Wright, 2 national titles, 2016, 2018, and has the chance to possibly bring in another one here in 2021 for Villanova, where he's going up against Boston College. Jim Christian, 7th season on the hot seat. Overall record of 75 wins and 119 losses. That's only good for a winning percentage here of 38.7% for the winning percentage there for Jim Christian. So definitely in the hot seat. As gonna have to monitor this season for sure. And for Boston College here, just trying to pull off an upset in the ages, but very talented Villanova team that basically brought back everyone. This is gonna be a tough one for them, I feel like. Oh, thanks so much, Braden, for the update there, man. I'll have to change it when I have the chance there. That's odd, because usually from time to time the link works, and then for some reason it goes off from time to time or so. I'll just add in the other link for tomorrow. But tomorrow will be back. Incredible game for tomorrow. I plan on doing the start off your Thanksgiving. Gonzaga versus Kansas there. Number 1 versus number 6. That game's national TV at 1:30 in the afternoon. And then I plan on covering both of these teams tomorrow, wherever they go. So Rhode Island's going to face the loser. This game possibly sets up for a Rhode Island-BC matchup, most likely, which Rhode Island also plays BC in the second game this season. If they do play each other tomorrow, Rhode Island already has on the schedule Boston College at December 4th. They take on each other, so they could very well see each other twice with the whole thing with regional basketball this year, which unfortunately Rhode Island versus Providence was canceled. Maybe they'll think twice about that and fill it in. That'd be so cool to have that done this year for URI versus Providence. Just bring back the Ocean State rivalry game. I hope so. Indeed, all that deuce, man. Almost had an upset, brother. That'd be the craziness here. Day number 1. Rhode Island's completely different team. A lot of these players never played together before. And they had 5 transfers that were immediately eligible this season. And they almost won. It's insane. Like, I'm interested to see how well Arizona State does tomorrow when they take on Villanova. If Villanova pulls out the W here, which they should on paper. I'm really interested to see what's going to go on for that one. To see more like where Arizona State is at. Because defensively, there was a lot of lapses in that game for ASU defensively. So many fouls, though. If Fats Russell had been able to play more minutes and stay out of foul trouble, Rhode Island would have won that game. So we're going to tip off this game in about 2 minutes. Baller Boy, what's good here for stopping on by, man? Glad to have you in the channel here, brother. Out from Mass here, from Beantown. Glad to have you, man. I'm only 50 minutes south here of Beantown. Welcome onto the channel, brother. I'm a big Celtics fan myself, man. So feel free to stop on board for future streams here. I cover college basketball. Also cover NBA games here on the channel. Of course, Winston Tabbs back for Boston College. Gonna need him for sure tonight in this game to help him out a ton. He missed all last season due to injury. Villanova, yeah, those are sweet looking jerseys. They got the dark blue jerseys today with the white numbers, white letters. Boston College going in the gray uniforms. As this game's set to tip off right now, we do. This game's going to get tipped off, and Gillespie controls the tip now for Villanova. Puts it out to the top of the key. It's going to be Robinson Earl. Passes over to Gillespie here. Gillespie now with the basketball, moves it back over to the right wing. Back over to Gillespie, top of the key. Villanova has it. 19:40 left to go first half. Moves over left corner. Into the hands of Samuels. Left baseline dribble. Quick foul picked up by Boston College. Clock will stop with 19:39. Those are cool. Yeah, really cool Boston College uniforms right there. They got gray uniforms. Pretty interesting shade of gray they got. That's pretty cool there. Maroon letters and numbers with the gold outline. Villanova going to put it in the backcourt now. 19:38 left to go. 18 on the shot clock as we just started off here. Wildcats first possession with the basketball. Gillespie moves over to the right corner. Going to take a three from outside. Knocks it down. Caleb Daniels right off the bat right there. Transfer from Tulane as his quick three zip Villanova. Boston College first possession. Goes inside. Missed it with a shot inside. Gets rebounded there by Villanova. This team has got size for sure for the Wildcats. Nova has it. Into the hands of Gillespie. Second possession now. Approaching 19 minutes left to go. They have it at the right elbow. Jumper taken mid-range. Gillespie knocks it down for two. All Villanova so far, 5-zip. Second possession now for Boston College. BC has it at the right wing perimeter. Makai Ashton Langford. He used to play college basketball at Providence. Didn't get many minutes last year. Transferred over to BC. Finds himself in the starting lineup as he was the passer. And now one ball deflected out of bounds by Villanova by Robinson Earl. And BC will get the ball back. Yeah, these are definitely awesome uniforms for sure. I like what they're wearing for these uniforms tonight. And yeah, I would agree with that. Raptor puts out. Thinks Arizona State matches up better to Villanova than Rhode Island. Boston College dribbles inside. Ball taken away, stolen by Villanova. Villanova looking so strong right now early on. Into the hands of Justin Moore. Moore had it poked from behind, but it's going to be a reach-in picked up here. BC picks up the foul by Stephon Mitchell. And the clock stops now. Hey, what's good, Steve? Welcome back in, man. He visited Villanova, so he wants them to get the W in this one. Winston Tabbs. It was actually Winston Tabbs who got picked up with a foul, and BC with two fouls, and both of them by Tabbs as he takes a seat on the bench. Nova tried to go for the alley-oop pass, no good as BC denied the backdoor cut, and they get the steal. They're going to take a three from outside, and the Eagles knock it down. 5-3. They are on the board right there by number 5, Jay Heath. He is the one who's going to have to deliver in this game. He was the leading scorer last season as a freshman for BC. Villanova now with the basketball. 17:55 left to go. Gillespie. Bounce pass into the hands of Samuels. They tried to go for the backdoor cut. They couldn't finish it, though. Its pass was intercepted by the Eagles. BC has it once again. Shot fake at the top of the key. Moves over to the right wing. Back over now into the hands of Heat. Goes inside with a layup off the pro hop. That one's good for two. It's tied up at 5. 5-zip run. All points by Jay Heat so far. And Villanova has it right back. Hey, we get a dono. My man Din. Thanks so much, brother, for the dono. Let's get that dono hype down the chat here from my man Din. You are awesome, brother. BC takes the jumper in a deep 2, and it was an air ball. Or Villanova took the jumper in a deep 2. It was an air ball. BC gets the rebound. Goes inside. Bodies collide. It's going to be an offensive foul. Villanova takes the charge as the Wildcats will get back the basketball. Boston College running over a Villanova defender. It's going to be Nova's ball. I'll probably just wait for another day, Bradley. I can do it. I can do it after my stream on Saturday. I only plan on doing one stream on Saturday. It's, I think, South Florida against Rhode Island at 5:30. There isn't really much college basketball, like any good matchups going on Saturday. So I can do it after that around like 8 o'clock if we set the draft. Villanova with a jumper. That one's good for 2. 7-5 to score. 16:40 left to go. Eagles have it. Takes the 3 at the left corner. No good off the mark. Rebound back to Nova. Gillespie takes the 3 from outside. That one hit the rim short. It's been a couple times in this game already. One of them was an air ball, and that one was way short. They missed it. Boston College right back with the ball. Deep 3, well outside. No good off the mark there. Rolled around the rim, and both of these teams just jacking up jump shots to start out left and right. Villanova going to slow it down. Gillespie takes it past the half-court logo. 16-10 left to go first half. This game's going by pretty fast so far. Moves over to the left wing, Justin Moore. Back over to Gillespie. Gillespie has it, 14 on the shot clock at the free throw circle. Dribbles now at the left elbow. Gillespie backs his way in there. 8 on the shot clock. Dribbles back around the perimeter. Hands it over now into the hands of Moore. Moore deep 2. Takes it. Got it. Difficult shot right there. Hand in the face. Knocks it down. And Villanova by 4. Yes, so 8 p.m. Eastern. That will work for me after my stream is finished. So yes, that would work. Boston College has it in here for BC. Underneath into the post. They put it back outside at the left corner perimeter. Moves over to the left wing. Eagles now with the basketball, slides it over, back over to the right wing. It's DeMar Langford with the ball as he tried to push it underneath, and that will be a foul call picked up. I think it's on Samuels for Villanova as the clock will stop. 15:24 left to go. It looks like we're going to go to our first timeout as well in this one. Villanova by 4. So far, 9-5 the score. We'll take a look. Scoreboard updates, what's going around the league here for the late night games tonight in this one as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball. If you guys are new on the channel, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub. By the way, Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you guys as well. Triple header tomorrow. I plan on covering an incredible game tomorrow with Gonzaga versus Kansas to start off at 1:30 Eastern time tomorrow. And then I'll be covering both of these teams in their separate games tomorrow in this one. Hey, what's good, Dylan? Welcome in, man, for stopping on by, brother. So we take a look. Games currently in progress tonight. Looks like this for top 25 action. Number 19, Texas, leading Texas Rio Grande Valley. 83-55 in that one with about 4 minutes left remaining. As far as other games, Wisconsin versus Eastern Illinois. That game just tipped off. So that game just tipped off right there. Still scoreless. UCLA tipping off in about 25 minutes or so against San Diego State for the last top 25 game of the night. Let's see. Purdue-Fort Wayne winning the first overtime game of the 2020-21 season. That's awesome, man. Finally a game that went into overtime. Took that long. Could not believe it. It took that long. I'm just going to scroll down the scoreboard here, see if I'm missing anything from today. UConn against Central Connecticut State. That game was actually close throughout the first half. UConn was only up by 7 at halftime, 48-41, but they tick off in the second half as UConn leads 93-68. Clemson up against Mississippi State, closing it out. Really low-scoring game there, as that's part of the Space Coast Challenge, and Clemson leading final minute in that game, and the score is 52-41. That is it. So 52-41. Who's Duke play? Duke was supposed to play today against Gardner-Webb, but that game got canceled. So Duke plays their next game on Saturday, I believe, for Duke. So Duke's game has been their season opener has been pushed back to Saturday. Let's see here who they got. Coppin State. So Duke takes on Coppin State for their first game, pending any positive tests or so from them or the opponent. I think it was Gardner-Webb who withdrew from that one because they had positive tests. So that's the uncertainty this season of college basketball. We're going to have that a lot this year. So many games that's been canceled. Tennessee's in quarantine, as well as quite a bit of teams in quarantine. 9-5 to score, 15-15 left to go as we're back into it. Boston College with the basketball. They have it at the top of the key into the hands of DeMar Langford. Moves over to Heath. Heath now passes right back out to the right corner perimeter. And they take a 3 by BC. That one is up and it got it. Hits down the shot right there. Difficult one. Hand in the face. They're going to call it a 2. His foot was on the line. What's good, my man? Wide awake. Really appreciate my man for stopping on by here, brother. Villanova has the basketball. Going to jack up a 3 from the outside. Justin Moore. No good. Hit the rim short. Great job right there to trail the ball and get the offensive rebounds, as that is good for 2 by Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Nova by 4. 14.5 left to go. He's on the watch list this season for National Player of the Year candidates for Jeremiah Robinson Earl, as he's in the second season for Villanova. BC has it. 14-20 left to go. Around the perimeter into the hands of Heath. He's possessed the ball a lot. Puts it inside. And they couldn't control it right there. Frederick Scott gets stripped of the basketball, and Villanova has it right back. Nova at the right baseline. Into the key. Moves it back over to Gillespie. Gillespie now has it, and they're going to say a bump and a foul right there in the course on Boston College. The clock will stop with 14:08 left to go. It's their independent college basketball teams. That would be a no there. So college football is independent teams, like UMass and UConn being independent teams, but there are no independent teams for college basketball. So everybody plays in a league. Villanova gets the inbounds, so non-shooting foul. 4 fouls picked up by Boston College, 2 by Villanova on the foul count so far. Nova has it with under 14 left to go. Gillespie moves it back over to the top, takes the 3 straight away, knocks it down by Justin Moore. He sinks that one. 14-7. With 13:40 left to go, Boston College has it right back. Rich Kelly, transfer from Quinnipiac, into the game for the first time today. They have it into the hands of number 14, Kamari Williams. He has the basketball now at the free throw circle. Moves it back over outside to Stephon Mitchell. Mitchell drives inside, floats it up. Bump and contact here. It's going to be a foul picked up by Robinson Earl. Clock will stop with 13:26 in Boston College. Should be going to the free throw line, shoot 2. Let's see here. Who do I think is better for Villanova playing? Kyle Lowry, Archie Diacono, Gillespie. I'd probably go Kyle Lowry right there for past Villanova. First free throw, good by BC at the line. Hey, what's good, Joey? Welcome back, man. You watched The Amazing Race, looks like, for 2 hours. I have no clue. Second free throw coming up at the line. That one's good by BC. Right now it's a 4-point game, so they are very well in this game so far. It's been slower possessions, has taken a lot of time off the clock. Totally different game from the last one today, where there was just no defense in URI against Arizona State, and they just went up the court and just were doing layups constantly. Villanova has the ball, gets pickpocketed, stolen away by Boston College, as now there's a scrum on it for the basketball, and Villanova's going to pick it up. They have it, drives inside, big block underneath right there by BC, as the Eagles will have it right back. Under 13 minutes left to go, they're only down by 5. Rich Kelly, now with the ball at the left baseline, guarded by Gillespie. Moves over to the left wing, back over to Kelly here as Boston College has it. Kelly dribbles now at the free throw circle. Moves it back, and that's a bad decision behind the head pass, and it gets stolen away by Gillespie. Takes it coast to coast, missed the layup though, hit the front rim looking for the foul. Couldn't get one, and the Eagles going to get the rebounds. They pass it up the court, Butterfingers though by Boston College, as they lost control of it, and Villanova has it right back. Who do they want to win this game? Even though I'm from Massachusetts, I've never really been a big fan of BC though. I was a fan of BC when I was in middle school, but my girlfriend actually goes to Boston. Well, she went to Boston University, so I'm more of a BU fan ever since I've been dating her for the past 5 years or so. But I predicted Villanova for this game by 16. Nova hits the jumper, top of the free throw circle, as that is good by Gillespie. 11:50 remaining. Boston College has the basketball. Rich Kelly dribbles now at the right elbow, makes his move inside for Kelly, floats it up, he gets it for 2. Nice move to the bucket right there. Eleven and a half left to go now, as Villanova will have the basketball right back, as Boston College right in this game, hanging into it so far. Nova dribbles to the right baseline. It's into the hands of Justin Moore. Moore backs his way in there, inside the post, puts it up and in off the glass there by Moore, as he gets fouled, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 1. 18-11, 11-16 remaining in the first half in this game. If you guys are new on this channel here, feel free to spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well if you guys are new here, as I cover play-by-play basketball and behind the arc basketball. Really appreciate it all for being a part tonight in this stream. So we're going to move in right now to a timeout in this game. Lower scoring game than a lot of these games today, which had a ton of electric offense in it, but still a lot of time left to go in this one. Big shock of this game, Boston College hanging right in. And Villanova's only attempted 4 3-point shots so far, so it's not like through the first 8:45 in this game they haven't attempted double-digit 3-point shots so far in this game, like their high-volume 3-point shooting. But they've been efficient from the floor while doing so far, making half of their 3-point shots. So leading scorers tonight, Justin Moore leads the way. He's got 7 so far in this game. And then Gillespie, he's got 4. Robinson Earl, you got 4. He had a great follow with a miss by Gillespie. He hit the front rim, and he got it back with a layup. For Boston College so far, Jay Heath leading the way. He got the first 5 points in this game for BC to tie it up at 5. And then after that, 2 by Stephon Mitchell, Frederick Scott with 2, Rich Kelly with 2. Those are the 2 transfers off the bench, both with 2 points so far by BC. Yeah, Baylor canceled Sunday against Seton Hall, so that was supposed to be Big 12, Big East matchup there for the battle of the Big 12, Big East. And yeah, that matchup got canceled on Sunday. Yeah, Baylor also had their Baylor had their matchup earlier tonight. It got canceled. That's why Rhode Island played against Arizona State. And the head coach of Baylor tested positive. We found that out on Sunday about that. So a lot of uncertainty this year with like a bunch of stuff. So that game is Clemson versus Mississippi State. That game has gone final. Clemson has won a really low-scoring game, 53-42. As that game has gone final. So we'll keep you guys posted throughout games tonight. Hey, what's good? Steven, my man. Welcome in, brother, for stopping on by. We are right back into it. Villanova up by 7. As we have 11:16 remaining now in the first half. Villanova is going to go to the free throw line coming up. Shoot the and one by Justin Moore. As he looks to complete the 3-point play, but he missed it off the back iron. A rebound to Boston College. BC takes it past the half-court logo here. As this is Rich Kelly. Kelly bounce pass. Ball gets tapped out of bounds. Villanova tried to go for the steal. It's number 14, Caleb Daniels, right there. He tapped it out of bounds, and the clock will stop with 11:05. Indeed, guys, it's so good to be back in these streams. Glad that we finally get sports right back. Once again, with college basketball, I've waited 268 days since the tournament was, now we found out the tournament was canceled. That was the saddest day of my life. What's good, you Dav? Welcome in, man, for stopping on by. Glad to have you in the channel once again, man. BC going to take the jumper, and that one's going to be good. Deep 2 by Jay Heath going down. He's got 7 out of the 13 points so far for the sophomore. 3 for 4 from the floor. Villanova has the ball. Free throw circle. Jumper takes it. No good. Hit the front rim. Bounced out. Rebound back over to the Eagles. Boston College has it. Jay Heath has possessed the basketball a lot. He's going to move it around the perimeter. Back over to Heath here at the top. Heath dribbles at the right wing. Moves it back to the top once again to Felder. Felder back over to Kelly this time. Kelly has it as he dribbles now with 10 on the shot clock. Moves it back outside. BC going to take the 3 off the mark. No good. Villanova with a big board by Samuels. They push up the court now to Gillespie. Gillespie has it around the perimeter as we approach the 10-minute mark. Halfway point left to go in the first half. Over into the hands of number 10, Cole Swider, playing for the first time today. Bounce pass now left elbow. Samuels has it. Shot fake inside the key. Mid-range. Put it up. Shot got blocked. Got it right back though. Samuels underneath right there. As he never gave up on the play. Put it up and in off the backboard as that is good for 2. 7-point lead by Villanova. Under 10 minutes left to go before half. BC has it right back. At the top of the key. Passes inside and that ball is going to get tapped out of bounds by Villanova. Deflected out of bounds. Lucky there for Boston College. I thought it was off their fingertips for a second. The refs are going to say here that it was out of bounds, though, by Villanova. So Jermaine Samuel is going to check out of the game right now. Villanova leads by 7. Boston College gets the inbounds. BC around the perimeter. They have the basketball straight away at the top now. Into the hands of Jay Heath. Passes over to Mitchell. Back outside at the left wing perimeter as Boston College has it over to number 14. It's Kamari Williams. Kelly has the ball now. Going to force up a three. That one is that's a shot clock violation there. So the shot clock expired at 0 as he put up the three-point shot. Hit the bottom right part of the backboard. Never touched the rim, and that's going to go back over to Villanova. No problem, Bradley. Yeah, no problem, man. We're going to approach the 9-minute mark left to go. If you guys are new on the channel, spike that thumbs up. Hitting that like helps out this video a ton. Hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well here as I cover play-by-play on Behind the Arc basketball. Villanova has the ball. Takes the jumper right baseline, and we're going to have another foul picked up here. It's on BC. Clock will stop with 9 minutes even. What's good? MM Gaming, welcome in here for stopping on board. Chicago Bulls 123, welcome in here, man, for stopping on board here. Glad to have you on the channel once again, my man, MM Gaming. Looks like Vaughn's just getting the pizza right now. I'm sure you'll be getting the pizza as well on Saturday night as well. Villanova 2 at the free throw line. First shot's up. That one's good by Caleb Daniels, the transfer from Tulane. Second free throw knocks it down. Largest lead tonight by Villanova. They lead by 9. Under 9 minutes left to go before halftime. Boston College basketball. At the top of the key for BC. They hand it over into the hands of Kelly here. Guarded by Gillespie. Kelly, dribble drive inside. Tries to work underneath the rim, and they're going to get called for a foul. It's going to be number 10 here. Picks it up. Cole Swider called for the foul for Villanova. Clock will stop with 8:46. Yep. That's my man Ryan here from MM Gaming back on here. So I remember who you are for sure, bud. Boston College going to get the inbound coming up. 8:46 left to go. Underneath off the cutter. Big jam. Getting thrown down there by the Eagles. Rich Kelly, the one who was able to pass that one off right there. And BC able to throw that one down with a two-handed flush. 8.5 remaining. Nova has the basketball right back. Pass over to the top. Deep three from the parking lot. Gillespie. No good off the mark right there for way outside. He gets rebounded back over to the Eagles. Boston College hanging in there. Only down by 7 so far. They try to pass that one back. It gets deflected out of bounds underneath in the key by Villanova. And the clock's going to stop with 8:18 remaining. Yep, I have a pretty good memory. I don't know anymore. Was just eating some shrimp soup right there, helping to prepare for the feast tomorrow. That is great, man. Hey, what's good here? What do you want, Tommy? Glad to have you in the channel, brother. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. Boston College with the basketball. Takes the jumper. That one's off the mark. No good. Villanova tried to go for the rebound, but they touched the ball out of bounds. And Boston College going to have the basketball once again. We have 8 minutes and 9 seconds remaining. First half in this one here, folks. BC, Rich Kelly will be the one to inbound underneath their hoop. Kelly moves it back outside. That's a catch-and-shoot three. No good off the mark, though, by Jay Heath. And Nova will get the basketball right back. And Villanova has it. Gillespie shovels out to the right corner. Takes the three. Daniels, air ball. And there's contact underneath here as a foul gets called. It's going to stop the clock with 7:59 left to go. Right underneath the rim. So I think we're going to have a timeout as well. Alright, so 22-15 now the score in this one, and we'll be back in a couple of moments here, folks. Just taking a look, scoreboard update. There's a couple of games that's really shockers today as far as games going on currently in progress right now. USC leading, but a slight lead. They only lead by 4 points against California Baptist, 52-48. Evan Mobley, 13 points so far for USC in this one. I'm going to see what the box score is like so far as the Mobley brothers in this game. So Evan Mobley, 13 points he's got so far, and Isaiah Mobley with 10.7 rebounds for USC. So those are 2 out of the top 3 scores so far for Southern Cal, but a slight tight lead there, 52-48. And then Georgia Tech's trailing right now against Georgia State with 16:20 remaining in that game. Georgia State leads 48-38, and this is a Georgia Tech team that finished 5th place in the ACC this past season. Looked like possibly a top 40 team this season heading in. And Georgia Tech just really struggling in this game, returning basically the bulk of their starting players from last season. So that's a shocker there as well. As far as other games, number 7 ranked Wisconsin leading Eastern Illinois 15-7. Marquette all over Arkansas Pine Bluff tonight 23-6 so far in that one. As far as other games going down, Montana State leading UNLV 49-31. UNLV has a matchup coming up Monday in the Maui Invitational against North Carolina. And it's not looking good for UNLV as they are trailing big time against Montana State and not even at halftime into that game. VCU, they lost a lot in the offseason for VCU. A good amount of players transfer out or graduate, but VCU leading against Utah State right now, 36-33. So yeah, we'll keep you guys posted tonight as far as a lot of these games going on. Is that USC matchup? I'll really keep you guys posted on that because right now they have only a 5-point lead. All right, we are back 22-15, everyone, into this one. The thing here is that Villanova is only up by 7 so far in this game. Boston College able to clamp down defensively so far, and Villanova's been forced into only 40%. Well, yeah, they're 40% from the perimeter so far. They haven't attempted a ton of shots that I expected. They're only 2 for 6 from the outside, from usually a team that I would have predicted now to have more than 10 shots from the perimeter. So Boston College with the basketball once again here for BC. Kelly moves it back outside to the right corner. Spin move underneath, and they're going to float it up. It's good for 2 by the Eagles, hanging right in there. Wow. What is good, my man Adam? Glad to have you in the channel, brother, here for stopping on by. Jay Heath looking good here for BC so far. 22-17, 7.5 remaining. Villanova with the basketball. Gillespie bounce past the left wing. Into the hands of Moore, back over to Gillespie here, top of the key. Gillespie takes the 3 straight away, and he is off the mark once again. Gillespie's missed quite a bit of 3-point shots. He is 0 for 3 right now from the perimeter. Boston College has it. At the left elbow, BC moves it right back outside. Back to the top of the key, the Eagles have it into the hands of Winston Tabbs. Tabbs dribbles at the top, pro hop inside, Tabbs. Try to get it to fall. That was a nice move. Couldn't, but his teammate finishes it right up right there. Number 1, CJ Felder with a putback for 2 underneath, and this is a 3-point game. Timeout taken on the floor by Jay right now. 6:52 remaining. And Boston College has crawled right back into this one to keep it even closer. Man. Upset City. There's been a couple upsets so far, but there hasn't been a top 25 team that's gone down. Jim Christian trying to pull off a big one here for the ages. Still a lot of basketball remaining, but Jim Christian comes into this season here as really on the hot seat. 7th season head coach of Boston College with only a winning percentage of 38.7%. 79 wins, 119 losses. And they're right into this one. They're only down by 3. Yep, that's the only thing with this world nowadays, 2020. Is that one thing guaranteed is uncertainty. And we'll see it for sure this season. I bet that there's going to be games that I plan on streaming and then they get canceled. And we'll have days like those, like quite a bit of canceled games most likely. All right, we are back from break. Villanova takes a quick 3 from the left corner. They knock it down. 25-19. Boston College with the basketball right back into the hands of CJ Felder. Pass over to Kelly. Kelly has it the right wing as he is guarded by Samuels. Moves over to the left wing perimeter. They're going to drive inside for Boston College. How to split the double team. Ball gets tapped out of bounds by Villanova. And BC will have it right back with 6:13. Wow, UC Riverside almost pulled it off. They were down by like 25 to Pacific, and they almost made a comeback. Wow, man. BC with the inbounds. Moves it right back outside. Takes the 3. That was not a good look. Hit the rim short. They get the offensive board, though, so they'll try again. Eagles pass it around the perimeter. Felder back over to Heath. Heath has it at the top. Jay Heath puts it into the hands of Mitchell. Passes outside at the right corner. Takes the three. That one's off the back rim. No good. And Villanova gets the rebound that time. 5:50 left to go first half. Villanova drives inside with the left hand. Puts it up and in off the glass. That's good for two by the Wildcats. So they extended once again. It was a 3-point game. Now it's up to 8. Jermaine Samuels. Get the layup. Hey, what's good? Curry. Welcome on the stream here, Curry. 5.5 left to go. Boston College with the basketball. Kelly dishes it back outside. A three. They take it. They're open and they hit it. CJ Felder with a great look. Hits his first perimeter triple of the game right now as we approach that 5-minute mark left to go in this one. Villanova has it right back. Past the half-court logo is Gillespie. He has it at the left wing perimeter. Gillespie moves it now to the right wing. Passes out to the left corner. Justin Moore, catch and shoot three. That one's off the mark from the left corner. Rebounds. Goes right back over to BC. Boston College has it. Burst of speed inside. Lays it up and in. Great move to the bucket there by the Eagles. Jay Heath. He is carrying this team so far in this one. It's a 3-point game once again. Heath has got 11 out of the 24 so far for BC. Villanova has it. Once again from the left corner. Gillespie. Pass over to the right wing. Over into the hands of Moore. Contact here. It's going to be a foul picked up on the court. Clock will stop with 4:35. Yeah, Raptors got great point right there. He puts out all the bad boy mower games. Been great today. Villanova is in that one. That was much closer than I expected. And VCU in a real tight one right now against Utah State. That's going back and forth. Utah State just took the lead 38-36. So Villanova now in the bonus. Boston College just picked up their 7th fall of the game. So Nova in the 1-and-1 shooting. First free throw, that one's up and good at the line. That is number 5, Justin Moore. Moore just got his 8th point tonight. What's good here, Joey? Welcome on the channel, man. No problem. Second free throw, knocks it down by Moore. 5-point game. Boston College with it. 4.5 left to go before halftime for the Eagles. Number 4 with the basketball here for BC. That's Makai Ashton Langford. Puts it inside over to Kelly. Lays it up and in. That's good with the left hand right there for 2. Back to a 3-point game. Makai Ashton Langford transfer over from the Providence Friars. Didn't get much playing time at PC last season, but transfers over to BC. And he's right in to this game here. Part to be a member of the starting lineup in the season opener. Villanova jumper takes it. No good off the mark. It gets rebounded right back over to Boston College. Kelly has the basketball inside underneath, and it's going to be another foul picked up. It's going to be by Villanova here. Clock will stop with 3:49. Alright, so 29-26 here to score in this one as we have 3:49 left to go. Going to another timeout so far in this one. What's good, Jack? Welcome onto the stream, man. Is rooting for Villanova in this game. Justin Moore leads the way with 9 so far, but Colin Gillespie, the 3 players that you would have to watch out for in this game that I was talking about. Gillespie, Jermaine Samuels, Jeremiah Robinson, Earl. These 3 players here have only had 4 players each so far in tonight's game, and it's Moore that leads the way, and then Caleb Daniels with 5. As far as other players so far in this one, Boston College leading the way is Jay Heath, having a great game here. Yeah, BC hanging right into this game here. Jay Heath carrying this team so far with 11, Felder with 7. And they're just shooting the ball well from the floor. They haven't connected from 3-point range. Villanova locking that up as BC is only 2 for 9 from the outside. But Villanova struggling from 3 so far. 3 for 11 from behind the arc. I'm shocked that they haven't attempted more 3-point shots and have like 15 plus 3-point attempts so far for Villanova. But yeah, Villanova not shooting their strongest game tonight. And then as far as the rebounds, Boston College, Villanova's got got length on this team. They have some really big fellas in this team for Villanova, yet they're not winning the rebounding battle so far in this game. 15-10, Boston College out rebounding Villanova so far, and there's been a couple questionable three-point shots that Colin Gillespie just was forcing up, or so that he missed out on. Colin Gillespie is yet to hit a 3, 0 for 4 from the perimeter. So slower start than what I had expected in this game for Villanova, for sure. No spamming the chat here with the arrow up. Alright, so we're going to get right back into this, guys. If you're new on the channel, feel free to spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell, as well as I cover play-by-play here, basketball, college basketball, also cover NBA games on the channel on Behind the Arc Basketball, so feel free to check that out as well. Free throws coming up at the line. It's Boston College shooting 2 at the free throw line. First shot's up, first shot's good by Rich Kelly. Yeah, I got to thank you guys so much for being a part here on these streams like always. You guys are awesome to the mod squad. As a crazy night for sure here in the opening night. I remember last year, opening night of college basketball. That was insane last year with Michigan State against Kentucky. That was a crazy stream. Boston College on a 9-2 run in the last 2 minutes. They hit both of the free throws down at the line by Kelly. Villanova with the basketball right back. They have it at the top of the key dribbling. Moves over to the left corner. Daniels takes the 3 from the left corner. No good. Hit the front rim and rebound goes back over to BC. 3:25 left to go. BC right in the game, trying to take the lead, and they do. Makes the layup right there with the right hand, as that is good. Number 0, Frederick Scott, the transfer from Rider. Wow, Boston College trying to do the same thing that URI did. Put them on the map here, folks. 11-2 run, last 2:40. Villanova with the ball at the right baseline. These national TV games, they are trying to prove something for these two New England teams. In the 2K Empire Classic tonight, Nova goes inside right there. Big, strong move to the bucket with 3 minutes remaining. There's a stoppage in time on it, though, with a whistle. As it was a double dribble in the post by Villanova, so it goes right back over to Boston College. BC now with the ball once again. Hands over to Kelly. He's the transfer from Quinnipiac out in Connecticut. Moves it over now to Scott. Another transfer from Ryder. Pass over to Kelly. Takes a deep 3 off the mark. No good. The rebound, Villanova. Hey, what's good, Blaze? Welcome in, man, for stopping by. Yeah, I am really shocked right now that BC is keeping this game real close. G. William, welcome onto the stream, man. Glad to have you on board, brother. Villanova had the basketball, went inside. Kelly picked up the foul. Clock will stop now with 2:35. So 1-1 shooting here at the free throw line. It's going to be Colin Gillespie shooting in the bonus. Gillespie, not a strong game here for him, as he was named potential possible National Player of the Year candidate possibly for Colin Gillespie. He's only got 4 points tonight, 0 for 4 from the perimeter. He's an 82% free throw shooter. 1-1 bonus, makes the first one. So this game's tied up at 30. Second free throw coming up here by Gillespie. By the way, I'm going to be covering both of these teams tomorrow in their matchups. Winner of this game will take on Arizona State in a late game tomorrow. The loser of this game will take on Rhode Island tomorrow, possibly setting up a Boston College URI game for a Battle of New England tomorrow, which BC will take on URI on December 4th for another matchup as well. Second free throw, Gillespie makes it. 31-30. Boston College with it. They're going to dribble inside, and that one's good for 2. Makai Ashton Langford gets the bucket. He's got 4 points. Didn't play much with Providence last season. Transferred over to Boston College. Finds himself in the starting 5 for Jim Christian. And he has got 4 points in the first half so far. 2 minutes left to go. Villanova with the basketball. Gillespie clears space. Takes the 3. It's up. He got it. Colin Gillespie, first triple tonight there. He finally hits one in his 5th attempt. 34-32. He's got 9 tonight. Boston College with it. Once Gillespie heats up, watch out, especially this whole perimeter for Villanova. Boston College keeps it close. Minute 35 left to go. They're down by 2. They pass it over at the top of the key. Eagles have the basketball to Langford. Moves it outside to the left wing. They turn it over, though. Turnovers are going to plague you every time. And last year, they kept the game against Duke really close in the first half, and then they turned over the ball a ton of times in the second half and lost it. Tonight, they get 6 turnovers. Villanova with 3. Hey, thanks so much, Ian. Really appreciate it, my man. You are awesome, brothers. By the way, welcome Ian to the mod squad here. I was able to get him a mod today in the channel here from my man. Really well deserved this. He's been on the channel since July. What's good here? Carly Jahan, welcome on the channel here. Do I think Villanova will win by 14 plus? I predicted in the pregame that Villanova would win by 16. So that was my prediction. I had 74 to 58 for my prediction. And Villanova also just got fouled in the post, so Jermaine Samuel's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Indeed, great game for sure. Right now. Yep, I remember that. The homeless target worker. That was on the Celtics game against the Milwaukee Bucks, I think, 2019 playoffs. That was too funny there. Call me a homeless target worker. 1-1 bonus for Villanova. Samuels missed the first one, so he's not going to get a second one. So roll it out of the rim, and BC gets the rebound. 34-32. Boston College now with the basketball. At the free throw circle here for Boston College. Moves it back over to the left wing. And we're going to have contact and the foul picked up on the court. It's going to be on... They try to sort this out right now. It's going to be on Villanova here. So Boston College going to go to the free throw line and shoot the 1-1 in the bonus. Hey, what's good, Steven? Welcome in, man, for stopping by. Awesome that you're just chilling right now, Carla Johan. Welcome to the stream, man. Glad that you're able to find my channel. BC here at the line, first free throw, and in the 1-1 bonus, that one's no good. Villanova tried to go for the rebound, and it's out of bounds off of the fingertips of Jermaine Samuels as he just couldn't grab that one together. And BC will have the ball back, but first the timeout it appears to be. 34-32, the score on the timeout currently. 56.9 remaining before halftime. Villanova only up by 2 in this game. Players haven't broke out so far. Jeremiah Robinson, Earl, Jermaine Samuels. They've only got 4 points so far. Both of these players averaged over 10 points per game last season. They bring back 4 players in the starting 5 who all averaged over 10 points per game last season. And Caleb Daniels, who averaged almost 17 at Tulane back in the 2018-19 season. So I honestly expected a whole lot more scoring here for Villanova. But Boston College actually didn't have like a bad defense last season. It's just that they struggle shooting. But as far as this game tonight, that's encouraging. 52% from the floor, and they're being really efficient here with Jay Heath, the rising sophomore. He was the leading scorer last season for BC and shooting the ball well, making the most out of their opportunities inside. That's where they got to go for Boston College in this game, as they've been able to dominate inside, leading the rebounds 18-11 and outshooting Villanova 52 to 46% as Boston College gets the inbound right there. Pass over to Frederick Scott. He tears it down with a two-handed flush right after the timeout. This game's tied up at 34. 38 seconds left to go. It's a tie game here. Villanova, number 3, ranked in the nation. Gillespie tried to go inside. Big block right there by BC. Boston College going to have it back. They're going to slow down tempo. 1 second differential. Shot clock and game clock here right before halftime. Shot clock down to 20. Game clock down to 21. Boston College slowing down tempo here as they get the basketball with a chance to take the momentum and lead here at halftime if they hit the shots. They have it around the perimeter. Ashton Langford puts it at the top of the key here for the Eagles. Eagles now dribble, backing their way in there. 6 seconds. Takes the jumper. Not a good look. Offensive rebound, though. Couldn't finish underneath. Villanova gets the rebounds, but they're going to say it's going to be a shot clock violation as well. So, yeah, Boston College got an air ball right there. They try to put it up off the offensive rebound, hit the top of the backboard, and Villanova will have it right back with .9 remaining. Ryan puts, remember they came back on a new account for Duke UNC last year. Said Yep, he worked at McDonald's. I remember that one. Classic. And then NC State fan was in the chat as well. 34-34. Right after this brief timeout, Villanova is going to get the basketball with just .9 remaining. I am shocked about USC. Only up by 4 against California Baptist. Wow. Been some shocking games today. Some upsets. Yeah, Arkansas with the biggest winner of the day. 142-62. Insane there by Arkansas. 142 points by a team basically filled with transfers. So, the teams that put up a bunch of points today, some of them were loaded with transfers that like nobody saw play together. Rhode Island was in a shootout against Arizona State. And then Arkansas, their team basically entire roster filled with transfers Eric Musselman got in the offseason. And they put up 142 points tonight. That's just insane. So they're going to put back a little bit more seconds on the clock here. They're going to put back 1.2 seconds. Villanova is going to get the inbounds on their opposite side of the basket. So they're going to have to go the distance of the court here for Nova in 1.2 seconds. Villanova with the inbounds. Going to throw the full court pass. This one's up. Ball's tipped up in the air. Boston College gets the steal, and the time expires as we're going to go and tied up at half. So we are tied up at 34 in this game. Number 3 nationally ranked Villanova against Boston College, and wow. BC trying to pull off a statement here. The New England teams looking for something here. Trying to make a name for themselves in these rankings. Jim Christian trying to make the comeback or upset for the ages for Jim Christian to save his position this season. His job is on the line at Boston College, 7th season as head coach. Never has made an NCAA tournament before. Only one winning season. And yeah, they are tied right now at halftime, up at 34 against Villanova, which is a loaded, experienced core group of players here. 2 players played in the national championship team back in 2018 that's starting, with Gillespie and Samuels as part of his roster. That's awesome. So, hey, what's good, Brayton, my man? So he is in the fantasy basketball league. That's awesome. Good news there. Glad to have you join us, my man. Oh, man, don't ever say .9 to eyes. Hans Bradley there, 2017, Louisville, Virginia. Leading the whole game, then ding, Adele traveled inbound pass. Oof. Well, they put back more time there, so it wasn't .9 when they finished it off. It's been a fun night. First of games, though, tonight. It's been awesome. What is this? College basketball team has 142 points at halftime. What? Oh my goodness. Samford men's basketball. I'm just going to see that. Right now we're just at the half. Yeah, Georgia State leading Georgia Tech, and that's a Georgia Tech team that is looking for an NCAA tournament appearance that finished 5th last year to ACC and basically brings back their entire roster. So I'm just trying to see something. I saw something about a team just dominated another team here. So what? So this is Samford versus Greenville for basketball. Probably going to be on the athletics page. So yeah, so right now we're just at halftime, folks. I'm just looking up something interesting, see if I can get that. Oh, it's an exhibition game, so it wasn't even a counted game towards the standings. That's probably why they didn't have anything up. But okay, this game was today. I wish I could get info about it. Yeah, so it was an exhibition game, so it wasn't even a game that like counted towards the standings or so. Alright, so we get some scoreboard updates for everybody. So yeah, we got really a couple upsets going on right now. Georgia Tech trailing against Georgia State, 7:33 left to go. 66-61 is the score in that one. Oh geez. Jose Alvarado for Georgia Tech. That's one of their key playmakers for the roster. It looks like he hurt himself. That's unfortunate. So, man, Georgia State trying to pull off the upset there. And UNLV, who's supposed to be playing North Carolina in the Maui Invitational on Monday, and they are getting trampled upon, just crushed by Montana State tonight, 62-43. Montana State leads over Nevada, Las Vegas. As far as other games going on, top 25, number 7 Wisconsin leads Eastern Illinois 38-20. A really good low-key matchup going on between UCLA and San Diego State, as that game is currently in progress as well. I'll see if I can bring that up for you guys over here as well. Let's see, I'm going to scroll over to top 25. Pac-12. Yeah, we've had a busy day here for everyone. What is good? Cheese City Sports, welcome back, man, for stopping them by. UCLA leads San Diego State 16-15 right now. USC is trailing, by the way, against California Baptist, and that is a home game for USC, and they are losing 75-70 against Cal Baptist with 4.5 minutes remaining. Wow. That is shocking. Yeah, Raptor puts out in like 3 to 5 more years. He will not be surprised if games are more high scoring. We watch a 55-54 battle, and then we see a 145-100 game. College basketball scores will get even more crazier. Thanks for sure, man. Especially here with no fans. That last game was just, they were scoring every possession in the second half, going back and forth with URI and Arizona State. Wow, Georgia State hasn't beaten Georgia Tech since the 70s. I remember Georgia State beat Baylor in the NCAA tournament. With R.J. Hunter was on that team and hit the game-winning 3. Looks like Jose is back. Welcome back, man, for stopping on by once again. He just finished cutting the green beans right now, looks like. USC is, yeah, they have the Mobley brothers, Evan and Isaiah Mobley, but the rest of the team is basically like a lot of transfers that's new to the team. They got like a really young team. Because they graduated, like a lot of the top scorers they lost in the offseason. They lost quite a bit of seniors. Payton here, feeling confident for Florida State, ranked at number 21 in basketball. He's a Bama fan for football here, so Florida State he likes for basketball for this season for him. Glad to have you in the channel, man. This channel's out here for all sports fans, and I think Florida State was put, like, I think a lot of people are sleeping on them, because I actually predicted Florida State, I think, around 11 or 12 in my top 25 rankings. I think Leonard Hamilton's going to have another great season once again, and they should for sure surpass expectations, I think, for them. Yeah, I heard about that, about Diego. That's so sad. Really sad. He passed away today. Ryan remembers the announcer saying what they are doing. They have to take it to the basket and Hunger and drills that shot. Yeah, it's so sad with Alex Trebek. Very sad. I grew up and watched Jeopardy all the time. It's terrible. My heart goes out to him, man. Yeah, it's been a fun night, everyone. And we're only at halftime here. So Boston College just they've been able to wreck like Villanova inside in this first half, and Villanova hasn't really been getting red hot from the outside. That's the thing. So they are just not dominating inside or outside in this first half. As Boston College, they're not. Last season they weren't really known to be a good shooting team. I think they were in like the 330s last season in college basketball for shooting percentage. But this game, they're shooting the ball at halftime 52%, doing most of their work inside. They're 2 for 10 from the perimeter, but they're just exploding wherever they hit shots inside. They're doing all their work. They've had multiple slam dunks in this game. It's just the turnovers. They turned it over 7 times so far, so they got to take care of the basketball if they want to pull off an upset here, like one for the ages. That'd be crazy. And then for Villanova, they just need their threes to start dropping, and Gillespie hasn't. He got the last one, but he started out 0 for 4. Yeah, 2 good games in a row for sure, Ben. Glad to have you on the channel, man. Hey, what's good, Jackson? Welcome on board here for stopping on by. What I think will be the winner here, Villanova and Texas, because they play each other on December 6th. I would probably go Villanova right now still, so I'll predict Villanova for that one over Texas. Let's see what we got. Games for tomorrow. I plan on covering Kansas Gonzaga in the first game tomorrow, but I'm seeing what else we got for, like, if there's any really good games for tomorrow. Western Kentucky takes on Memphis. That's actually going to be a really good matchup. Western Kentucky pulled off an upset against Northern Iowa earlier today, and that's part of the Bad Boy Mowers Crossover Classic. And then and then Memphis won against St. Mary's. And St. Mary's lost a ton in the offseason. Leading scorer Jordan Ford graduated. But it's going to be interesting to see how well Western Kentucky stacks up tomorrow against Memphis, who has pretty good potential possibly to crack the top 25 this season. They got the talent for sure. Also, another game to pay attention to, Nebraska versus Nevada tomorrow. Nebraska put up over 100 points today in their first game. So Nebraska last year, first game against the mid-major team Southern Utah, they lost. And Nebraska this season, complete opposite, puts up 102. Great pickup of a transfer over from Pittsburgh they got with Trey McGowan's into the lineup. Also Kobe Webster from Wisconsin, who played off the bench and had a big game. And then what else is going to be telling is this matchup. St. John's taking on LaSalle tomorrow to see where St. John's is at. St. John's barely got past St. Peter's today. As far as other matchups, Clemson-Purdue. Interesting matchup there. Clemson, both of those teams won. So they get to play each other. USC is struggling right now, so USC is trailing. Hey, what's good, JR? Welcome back in here, man, for stopping on by. So quite a bit of upsets, and one of them is, a couple of them are going on right now. So USC is actually trailing. 2 minutes left to go against California Baptist, 79-74. Cal Baptist leads. And then Georgia Tech, Georgia State, that game is all tied up at 72 with about 4 minutes left to go. There's other games going on. Utah State leading VCU 47-44. And UNLV still trailing against Montana State 66-51. So yeah, there's been power conference teams that's lost today. Kansas State, Pittsburgh lost. St. John's barely won in their game. USC might be victim. Yeah, I saw that. It's crazy. Arkansas put up 142 points. Let's see. If I had to bet on which team goes farther in March Madness, who would I choose? UConn, Providence, Western Kentucky, Boston College, or Syracuse? I'm going to take UConn right now. I feel like UConn just has like a really deep team on their roster. They have great additions too. That they got RJ Cole. They able to pick up, and James Bouknight is like a rising star for UConn. Western Kentucky could be a sleeper, though, this season. Yeah, Arkansas, first game looks scary. Illinois looks really good, too. Put up over 120 points. Ooh, guess your favorite NBA player. For Ryan here, ooh. Ooh, I'll probably guess probably wrong. Jason, I'll go Jason Tatum for you. I'll probably be wrong there. I know that's it's one of my favorites. I know that's Vegas's favorite. Hey, what's good, Brian? Welcome on the channel, man. Alright, so we're going to start off the second half here in just a moment. I'm actually correct. Wow. So, man, I got it right on the spot there. What is Danny Ainge doing? I was surprised that they were able to get Tristan Thompson. I thought that they would have gone for Miles Turner and just swapped Gordon Hayward for Miles Turner, which would have been much better in my opinion for Tristan Thompson, because Turner's young. I think he's 24, so he has a lot of potential there to definitely be a star in the making for sure in the future for a long time. Tatum, Luka, and Obi Toppin for Ryan there. Yeah, so Kemba's my favorite player, and then Jason Tatum's the second favorite player for me. Ooh. Favorite NBA player. Not on the Raptors. Ooh. I'll probably guess Steph Curry, if I had to take a guess there. Alright, so here we go, right back into action. If you guys are new in the channel, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell. This game is tied up at 34. As we are right back into a Boston College going right to left in the court. They have the basketball first. BC drives inside with a big block. That one's going to go out of bounds by Jeremiah Robinson Earl. As the clock will stop with 19:46 left to go. And it was actually off a Boston College player, went out of bounds. So Robinson Earl got the block. It was off of a BC player, and Villanova is going to have it right back. Wildcats have the ball, 19:40 remaining as we just start off the second half. Robinson Earl has a right baseline, able to get behind the defender, blocked from behind though by Mitchell. But Robinson Earl stays with it, gets it right back. Inside, underneath, puts it up. Rejected by the rim, gets his own rebound though, right back underneath. Robinson Earl able to put it up a second time, and that one falls, and that's good for two. 36-34, he's got 6.4 rebounds right now for Robinson Earl. BC trailing by one possession. Instead, going to take the three to take the lead, and they do. They knock it down right there from the left wing perimeter. Big bucket falls down by Winston Tabbs, and the Eagles find themselves out in front with 19 minutes left to go. That's their third triple tonight in this game. They've yet to get hot from the perimeter. Their go-to has been inside tonight for Boston College. Villanova trying to go in there inside right now. Robinson Earl for more. Missed it, too strong off the glass, and Boston College comes up with the rebounds. BC jacks up another three from the outside, almost halfway home, rattled right out. Villanova going to have it right back. They have it at the left wing perimeter. Left baseline, Villanova goes to the bucket, puts it up, and then Caleb Daniels for two, and that's a lead change once again. 38-37. Daniels now with 7. Boston College goes quick up the court, pushes the tempo right there, and able to score. Ashton Langford for 2, and another lead change right now. They are hanging right in there. Impressive tonight by Boston College. in this game in the national spotlight. Villanova with it. Around the left wing perimeter, Gillespie. Hasn't had a strong game at all today. Passes over top of the key. Into the hands of Moore. He's going to move it back outside. Daniels takes the three. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound BC. They're going to dribble up the court. Battle for the basketball as they lost it, but Villanova taps out of bounds. And Boston College will have the ball right back coming up on the inbound. The clock will stop with 17:55. Yes, so Cal Baptist, USC, that game right now is in overtime. So that game's currently in overtime right now. 81-79. Cal Baptist leads with about 4:40 left to go. And Georgia Tech leads against Georgia State. 2:50 remaining in that one, 75-74. Boston College now has it. They're up by 1. 17:45 left to go. As BC takes it inside. Jay Heath looking for more. Puts it up right there as he was underneath and gets it a fall for 2. What a move there to the bucket by Jay Heath. He's got 13 points tonight. He is the one that's carrying BC in this game. Villanova has it right back. Gillespie. Pass over to the left corner. A 3. They're going to take it. They make it. This game's tied up here. A good one tonight in store. Jermaine Samuels knocks it down. Once Villanova starts knocking down the threes, it's going to be tough for BC to come back in this one because BC struggled from the perimeter. But right now, they've been going, when they go inside, that's when they've been able to do the work in this game. As Boston College right back. Missed the 3 to get the offensive rebound. He circled around the perimeter and turned the corner inside, and Ashton Langford laid it up and in. Man, what a statement here by the Eagles. 16:50 remaining. 43-41. Villanova has it right back. He's open. Takes the 3. Missed it though off the mark. More. No good, and the Eagles going to come up with the rebounds. Boston College going to have the basketball right back. Slides over to the left corner. Into the hands of Tabbs. Left baseline. He's going to go reverse-handed layup. He's got it. Winston Tabbs for 2. And Boston College extends to their largest lead tonight. They're up 45-41 with 16.5 remaining. What a move. What a move by Winston Tabbs right there. Left baseline dribble and went reverse-handed layup up and in off the glass. And he's going to go for the free throw line, shoot 1. Any suggestions how to match this up with a delay? I think a couple people I've seen have done it before. It depends if you have it on your TV or so, able to do it with a delay. I think there's something that you can do it with a remote. You can push it back like 30 seconds or how many seconds it's delayed from or so. I know a couple people told me that they're able to do that. See, Ryan's got his predictions out here for this one. Liking the Milwaukee Bucks to finish first this year. Looks like in the Eastern Conference. Free throw is good at the line, by the way, for Boston College. 28 points in the paint tonight. Villanova with the basketball. They have it at the top of the key. Justin Moore dribbles now at the left elbow, guarded by Mitchell. Passes back outside. That's a 3 taking Gillespie, and that is another 3-point miss right there. As Boston College tried to go up for the rebounds. A lot of contact in the foul. And the clock will stop with 16:07 left to go. It's going to be a foul by Villanova, so it goes right back over to Boston College. Oh, that's awesome. Glad to help you out, my man. That's great. 16 minutes remaining. It's going to be Boston College basketball as they take it past the half-court logo. BC moves it out to the left wing perimeter. Into the hands of Ashton Langford. They pass over around the perimeter. And that is Kelly. Takes the 3 from way outside, and he knocks it down. They only had 3 3-point shots to that stage of the game right there, and that's the 4th as a team for BC. 12-3 run in the last 3 minutes here for the Eagles. Villanova with the ball, right baseline. They're going to move it over to the left wing. Shot fake. Passes out to the top of the key. Straight away 3. That was a much-needed one right there for Justin Moore as he hits it. 49-44. Yeah, thanks so much for the update there, Raptor. That'd be cool there. I'll definitely keep that in mind, man. So that'd be cool to do like the home team or so for the type of color there for that type of stream. BC went inside. It was no good. Villanova has it right back. Spin move going in there, and that's going to be a two-handed flush going down. Able to create separation around his defender. Throwing it down by Robinson Earl. That might have been the spark right there to get Villanova right back into this one. It's a three-point game as Kelly's going to dribble towards the bench, and they're going to call a timeout for the Eagles. Clock will stop now. 14:45 left to go. Boston College. National primetime spotlight. They lead it up against number 3 ranked Villanova. And a crazy day of college basketball going down here on Behind the Arc Basketball. Rhode Island lost today. They played a tight game, but it came out the very end that they lost. So 94-88 was the final today. Came down to the very end. There was a couple big plays in there in the final minute for Arizona State that they were able to get the win. Jeremiah told me upset's going to happen right here. I am completely shocked. Jim Christian, his job's on the line. Boston College hasn't been known to shoot the ball well, as they really struggled last year. They were back of the pack when it came to shooting percentage in college basketball, but the transfers helping them out. Kelly and Scott, and just taking over this game happened to be Jay Heath in this one. Really consistent with players stepping up. Makai Ashton Langford, he is came out of nowhere in this one. 4 for 5 in this game for him, and he barely got any playing time at Providence. He becomes a starter for Boston College, like in the first game here in his BC career. And Kelly and Scott, Kelly's got 7, Scott's got 6 off the bench. Really just big help here. Players shooting the ball really efficient from the floor. They're 55.6% doing their work inside. They're 4 for 14 from the perimeter, so outside haven't been able to live by the 3 that much in this game. But they've been holding Villanova in this game. Villanova usually shoots the ball well from the perimeter, and Villanova really struggling. 6 for 18 in this one. It's been struggling going inside, but that was a big slam dunk they got a couple moments ago to take them to a timeout by Robinson Earl. See how it goes. Man. Sorry to hear that, Brian, that you just broke your ankle, man. So sorry, bud, to hear that. Oh, jeez. I actually didn't catch George Washington Navy. I was at work earlier today when that game was going on. But, yeah, Navy came out and got the victory against GW. There's been quite a bit of upsets today in day number 1. Alright, so here we go. We are right back into it, folks. 14:45 left to go. Boston College trying to pull off the upset for the Ages as they are up by 3 here as they have the basketball. Kelly has it, drives inside. He's got it for the layup by Rich Kelly, extending the lead. 51-46. They are having their way tonight when they go inside. They are having their way tonight against Villanova. Villanova looking for something. Gillespie has it around the perimeter. Passes left corner. And they take the jumper left baseline. And the jumper is just not falling tonight for Villanova. Off the mark, no good. BC with the rebounds. Boston College has it. Top of the key. Jacks it up straight away. He's open. Off the back rim. And it sinks right down into the net. That's good for 3. Got the luck of the bounce right there with a triple by the Eagles. 54-46. Makai Ashton Langford hits a lucky 3-point shot right there off a courteous bounce. Largest lead tonight, leads by 8. Right baseline dribble. Now they back their way into the post. Turnaround, and that is good for 2 by Robinson Earl. 13.5 left to go as we approach that mark. Boston College with the basketball. Over at the top of the key is Felder. He has the ball, moves it over to Kelly now. Kelly dribbles towards the right wing perimeter. Kelly pushes it back over right wing, back to Kelly. Takes a deep 3 from the parking lot off the pull-off, Jay. That was no good. Villanova gets the rebound. Gillespie has it. Really struggled from 3 tonight. As that's into the hands here. Samuels passes underneath and couldn't haul in the basketball off the fingertips of Robinson Earl. Stolen away by BC. Kelly has it now. Takes at the free throw circle. He's stripped of the ball, but they're going to say reach in picked up here by Villanova as the clock will stop with 13:06. Man. I cannot believe it. They'd be the first top 25 team to go down today if Boston College is able to keep on retaining this lead and come out with a W. By the way, USC Cal Baptist, not the only game in overtime right now. Georgia Tech, Georgia State, that game also going into overtime, tied up at 77. So they just started overtime there. USC in overtime trying to pull it off here with a victory. USC leads 87-81 with a minute and 10 left to go. A lot of close games going on right now. Utah State just hit a 3. They lead VCU 58-52. And then San Diego State up against number 22 ranked UCLA 25-21. It looks like they're going to go on a timeout. So we're going to go on a timeout right here and trying to pull off the upset. Villanova, they got 13 minutes approximately left to go. And Boston College leading by 6 here. Comeback upset for the ages. Crazy. Where they're able to win inside. That battle inside all night tonight for BC. They are having it against Villanova. Shooting percentage from the floor 55%. Out rebounding Villanova 26-18. Boston College +8 on the boards. And Boston College has really just been able to control the basketball here second half. They have 0 turnovers so far in this second half. And not a whole lot of turnovers tonight. 7 by BC, Villanova with 5. And not a whole lot of fouls either in this game. It's just Villanova they've been selling for jumpers. Instead of going to the basket, they've been taking deep twos. And a lot of baseline jumpers. They're not selling for good looks. And a lot of them have missed. That's where Villanova shooting the ball only 44% from the floor. Is this a young Villanova team? It's not really that young here. They basically have like a good amount of, it's more like sophomore seniors on this roster for the most of their players here for Villanova. They 4 starters they retained from last season, and then they add in Caleb Daniels, the transfer from Tulane. So Colin Gillespie, he's a senior. And Jermaine Samuel's a senior as well. Both of these players played in the Villanova national title team in 2018. And then Robinson Earl is a freshman. So we are getting right back into this one. 54-48 the score. That's awesome. JR used to be a Villanova fan 4 years there, but just because of Phil Booth from MSJ. As Boston College has the basketball, going to take a 3 and they knock it down. Makai Ashton Langford. Who would ever know that he would come out and break out in a game like this as he hit the 3? 57-48. Villanova gets the ball inside. They're going to put it up and in for 2 off the backboard. Missed the first one, get the second one by Robinson Earl. Boston College playing clean basketball as well, just to take note of in the second half, is BC, 0 fouls. No turnovers either. The type of basketball that you want to play if you want to deserve this W, and they are playing it right now. Favorite kind of pie? I would go with apple pie there, Ben. We actually made an apple pie last week. I still have like a little bit remaining from the apple pie from earlier this week. So 12:37 left to go. The refs are right now, they're at the review stand talking about the last play right now. 57-50. So there's a little bit of stoppage in time currently in this one. Hey, what's good, Landon? Welcome in, man, for stopping them by. Hey, what's good, Ant? Welcome in, brother. I'm really shocked about this game right now, man. With Villanova, I cannot believe that they are trailing by 7 against Boston College. They only lost to Deke Bay. That's the only like notable player that they lost in the offseason, and man. And BC lost a good amount of their players in the offseason, and they got quite a bit of transfers from mid-majors. 57-50 now the score. Boston College going to have the inbound. 12.5 left to go. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Puts the ball into the hands of Kelly. Rich Kelly, dribble drive inside, floats it up. That one is going to fall, but they're going to get called for the foul, though. Kelly happened to drive to the bucket. That's going to be going back to Villanova. So that's actually going to be a turnover there off the double dribble. So Villanova's going to have it right back. 7-point game. Yep. Bringing out the apple pie tomorrow for Thanksgiving. Villanova has the basketball right back. Gillespie takes a deep two. That one's up. Hits it. He's able to settle for that one. They've taken so many jump shots today. A lot of them have been bricks in this game. Gillespie able to hit that one. 57-52. 5-point game. BC has it. Under 12 minutes left to go. Kelly with the basketball top of the key for the Eagles. Kelly now dribbles at the top. Moves over to the right wing perimeter. Back over to Kelly here at the top. Shot fake as he is working on Samuels. Kelly passes it inside. Low post. Underneath into the hands of Scott. And looks like there's going to be a foul picked up by Villanova. Clock will stop with 11:44. Yeah, for sure, Vaughn. My Thanksgiving will look different. Usually we go away to Cape Cod. We usually are in Cape Cod right now at the hotel for Thanksgiving. And we stay from Wednesday to Saturday in Cape Cod, but not this year. We're not traveling for Thanksgiving. Alright, looks like another timeout here. 12:14 left remaining here, folks. If you guys are new, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well here as I cover play-by-play basketball and behind the arc basketball. Man, college basketball is back here. Crazy games, crazy upsets. And this one, it is brewing here. No top 25 team has lost today. So this would definitely be an upset for the ages if Boston College able to retain this and pull it off. USC, by the way, is won. So Boston College winner, USC winners over Cal Baptist, 95-87 in overtime. Georgia State taking on Georgia Tech. This game's tied up at 83 with 2 minutes 20 seconds left to go in overtime. And Georgia Tech retained a lot of their starters from last season. Do I think BC is going to pull off a win? I'd be shocked if they do. I cannot believe that they're leading by 5 right now. I feel like we were in the same spot last year when I covered BC against Duke, where Boston College was leading with like 5 minutes left to go against Duke, and then Duke just exploded last 5 minutes and won that game. But Villanova hasn't shown any signs of explosion today. Villanova they just haven't gone inside for Villanova, and Boston College is wrecking them inside, and BC last season they just were not a good shooting team. They were in, I think, like the 330s in shooting percentage. They just had struggles shooting the basketball, and today they're getting everything to fall for Boston College. They're taking it inside. They haven't been able to hit as much from the perimeter, 6 for 17 from the outside, but man, they are having their way inside the post in this game. They just keep on taking it underneath the basket every single time. And they are shooting 56% from the floor, holding Villanova to 45.5%. And Villanova is 6 for 18 from the perimeter. That's usually their bread and butter, is the outside. Who do I want to win between these two teams? I'm from Massachusetts, but I'm actually not like a big fan of BC. My girlfriend actually went to Boston University, which is, of course, if you didn't know, big rivals, especially in hockey, to BC. But I had predicted Villanova by 16 in this game. So, man, it's so shocking right now that this is happening. Boston College, as we are back to hand the basketball. And BC took it on a dribble drive. Villanova picked up the foul. It's going to be a foul picked up at Boston College. is going to go, I think, to the free throw line here coming up. Jermaine Samuels checks out of the game. He's in foul trouble, too, with 4 fouls. So non-shooting foul, they're going to say it's before the shot. So BC gets the inbound. Oh, he's open, takes the 3, left baseline, missed it, though. From the corner by the Eagles, rebound Villanova. Ooh, favorite Thanksgiving food. I like the turkey and the stuffing, and also cranberry sauce is really good. Cranberry sauce is huge over here in Massachusetts. We have so many cranberry bogs over here. So it's always great to add in cranberry sauce. And, of course, cannot forget the gravy and mashed potatoes. Villanova tried to take it inside. They got fouled by Boston College. It was a non-shooting foul, so Villanova is going to get the inbounds. They do. They put the ball all the way back to the backcourt here. Into the hands of Gillespie. Takes it past the half-court logo. Favorite pie. I had put apple pie earlier, so my favorite pie is apple pie. Gillespie moves over to the right corner into the hands of Daniels. Takes the jumper, right baseline, knocks it down. The couple of those recently for Villanova. They draw a win in 3. 10:50 left to go, second half. BC now with the basketball. Rich Kelly at the top here as he dribbles around the perimeter. Moves it back to the right wing. Over to Scott. Back over to Kelly here. The 2 transfers really having an impact in this game. Kelly dribbles and Villanova going to pick up a foul here at the baseline underneath the hoop as they were guarding Kelly and bumped into him. Hey, what's good, Nick? Welcome on the stream, man. Thoughts about Texas today? I didn't see Texas in person because I was watching Rhode Island against Arizona State covering that game, but yeah, Texas had a great win today against Rio Grande Valley. And Texas has Villanova coming up on the schedule. Schedule 2 there coming up. Jackson liking to hook 'em over there. We got 10.5 left to go. Villanova missed a shot, no good. Rebound Boston College missed a shot, no good. Rebound Villanova. Gillespie has it in the post, puts it up, couldn't get it. Hit the front rim. BC comes up with a rebound, and Villanova picks up the foul. And the clock will stop with 10:23 left to go. That's going to be their 7th as well. So Boston College in the bonus. BC playing a clean half here of basketball. Only one foul committed in this half. And also, only 1 turnover as well. At the free throw line, 1-1. In the bonus for BC. First shot's up and good. Yep, got the Poland Spring water over here. Classic New England throwback. Got right here. Poland Spring. What's good, Tyrone? Welcome in, man, for stopping on by. Second free throw by Mitchell. That one's no good off the back rim. Rebound Villanova. And there's going to be a lane violation, they call it, on Villanova. So Mitchell's going to go right back over and shoot an extra one at the line. So he has the chance here to see if he can redeem himself, make this shot at the free throw line. Miscues today by Villanova, really just uncharacteristic. And same spot as last time, hit it off the back of the rim. Rebound Villanova, trailing by 4. Gillespie moves over to the left wing. Gillespie now back with the basketball. Bounce pass to the right elbow into the hands of Robinson Earl, who moves it back outside. Daniels takes the 3, and that one's off the mark. Boston College comes up with another rebound, able to control the boards in this game. BC bounce pass over to Kelly. Kelly now from the perimeter. Dribble right back outside, try to push it back outside, and Kelly gets bumped into once again. Foul number 8 tonight by Villanova in the second half, and Kelly's going to go to the free throw line, shoot in the 1-1 bonus. Boston College able to go inside and have their own way tonight, out-rebounding Villanova 28-22 as we have 9 minutes, 57 seconds left to go. Kelly in the 1-1 bonus. He missed the free throw, though. It gets rebounded back to Villanova. Villanova push it back outside. Shot fake, clear space, takes the 3. It's up, it's good. Cole Swider, the 6th man from last season, puts this game to a 1-point game. Boston College has it. Takes it past the half-court logo here for the Eagles. Moves into the hands of Kelly. Top of the key guarded by Gillespie. Able to dribble towards the right wing. Pass out to the right corner. Eagles have it with 9.5 left to go. Puts it back into the hands of Kelly here. Kelly, dribble drive inside. Lost control of the basketball, and the refs are going to say it's out of bounds. He slipped and fell right underneath the hoop. So Villanova has it. That's only the second turnover here, the second half for BC. Wow, thanks so much for the update, WinVal. 83-83, Georgia Tech versus Georgia State even. 18 seconds left to go in that game. Wow. Villanova with the basketball right back, approaching 9 minutes left to go here. Gillespie has it. Dribble drive inside now. Gillespie passes right back outside to Swider. Swider bounce pass. Underneath, into the low post. Into the hands of Robinson Earl. Backing his way in there. Underneath, guarded by Mitchell. Robinson Earl going to put it up and in off the backboard. They're going to count a foul before that, though. That's the second one picked up by Mitchell. It's before the shot, so BC gets lucky right there as it was before the shot. And Villanova is going to get the inbound coming up. Got 30 people on the chat. If you guys enjoy the streams, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well as I cover play-by-play basketball here on Behind the Arc Basketball. Villanova, great shot right there as they knock it down right at the free throw circle and they recapture the lead. 59-58. Who do I think is going to win the NFC East? I'm going to go with the Giants. I think that the Giants are going to get better. They are getting better and better, like each and every game. And Darius Slayton, he is turning out to be a really good receiver. Boston College, bad shot selection right there. Just tried to fling something up too high off the glass. No good. Rebound Villanova. Villanova has it. Passes back out right corner. Ball deflected out of bounds. Eagles last touched it. Clock will stop with 8:23. San Diego State up 34-28 over UCLA at halftime. Thanks so much for the update there, JR. San Diego State, that's a home game for them, and they're trying to prove themselves here with a big top 25 matchup right off the bat for the Aztecs. Villanova, inbound pass, wide open, and it couldn't fall down as they took the three. Straight away, and it rattled right out. It was halfway home, and it just rattled right out. Boston College has it. Yet to hit a shot, though, in the last almost 5 minutes as they force a three up. It's no good. Rebound Villanova. Approaching 8 left to go. Gillespie has it at the left wing. Takes it inside. Passes right back outside. Top of the key. A three. Villanova missed it. They get the offensive rebound, though. That's a big, big offensive board. Gillespie drives inside. Splits double team. No good, and BC comes up with a rebound this time. 7:45 left to go. Boston College has it. Jacks up a three. Hand to the face, knocks it down. Boston College right there at the right wing perimeter. Winston Tabbs, he's got 9. 61-59 to score. 7:30 left to go. Incredible game between these two teams. Villanova has the basketball. Gillespie at the edge of the 2K Classic logo. Dribbles towards the left wing. Puts the ball now into the hands of Swider. Passes over to Gillespie here at the left baseline. Back over to Swider once again. And moves out to the left wing to Daniels. Daniels floats it up mid-range in the key. Good look right there. Got it. This game's tied up at 61. Great game between these two teams. Under 7 left to go. Boston College has it now. Ball into the hands of number 1, CJ Felder. Puts it back outside to the right wing perimeter for BC. Villanova's on a 13-4 run, by the way. Last 6 minutes, 15 seconds. BC, step back three. Up, no good. Hit the front rim. Rebound right back over to Villanova. Approaching that 6-minute mark remaining in this one. Tie game up at 61. Gillespie has it. Going to take it past the half-court logo. Gillespie still at the top of the key here, dribbling. As he is guarded by Ashton Langford. Gillespie dribbles now, pass over to the right baseline. Into the hands of number 5 here, Justin Moore. Goes inside and puts it up and in for 2. This is indeed a great game between these two teams. Justin Moore's got 14 tonight for Villanova. Shocking just that Boston College has been in this game, and they held the lead throughout the majority of the second half. BC dribble drive inside and a lot of contact here. It's going to be a foul picked up on the court. Clock will stop with 5:58. We'll see if there's a buzzer beater coming up in the future. As it looks like we're going to go to a timeout as well. So 5:58 remaining in this game. Incredible game between these two teams. So let's see our early Final Four predictions. Good question here. I'm going to go Baylor, Illinois, Gonzaga, and Iowa right now for early Final Four predictions. I had predicted that Baylor's going to win the title in my early preseason rankings. I will stay with that until they start playing some games, and then we see how they're ranked. They got a pretty hard schedule to start off with a non-conference too. So double overtime going on now. Georgia Tech, Georgia State going on. Yeah, nobody saw this at all. Welcome onto the stream, Jake. Really appreciate it, man, for stopping on by. Who do I like? I'm from Massachusetts, by the way, but I'm actually not like a BC fan. I live close to Rhode Island. I'm a Providence Friars fan, URI fan. But, man, I'm just really shocked about this game. I'm a huge Patriots fan, by the way, and Celtics, Bruins, Red Sox. My girlfriend actually went to Boston University, though. So, BU, of course, huge rivals with BC. But, man, I'm just incredibly shocked here that Boston College is only down by 2. They held on throughout that lead throughout the entire second half, throughout the majority of it. Man. So a couple of college basketball scoreboard updates to go over right now. VCU leading Utah State 74-65. And then Georgia Tech leads Georgia State in double overtime 85-83. There just hasn't been that one player tonight for Villanova that's really broken out in this game. Justin Morey's got 14. Gillespie has taken a ton of shots. He's 5 for 15 shooting, 1 for 6 from the perimeter. And he's got 13 tonight for Gillespie. 12 by Robinson Earl, and Caleb Daniels has got 11. But nobody's really broken out for them, whereas for Boston College, these two players, Mekhi Ashton Langford, who would have ever thought that he would have had this good of a game here? Mekhi Ashton Langford, 14 points, barely played at Providence last season. And then Jay Heath, he's got 13 tonight for the leading scorer last season as a freshman, now as a sophomore. What I think if the Cowboys make the playoffs there, I think it's going to be tough for them to win their first round matchup because the NFC East is just a real struggle of division, just historically terrible this year. It's anybody's division, though. I'm going to predict the Giants, though. Yeah, Ant went to Georgia State. And right now in double overtime against Georgia Tech. So we are right back into a Villanova with a basketball. 5:45 left to go. They have it at the left elbow. Going to take the jumper for Villanova. They knock it down. Caleb Daniels for 2. 65-61 the score. If you guys really enjoy the content here, I cover play-by-play of basketball games, also NBA games as well. Spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well as I cover play-by-play here behind the arc basketball. Boston College jumper knocks it down at the top of the free throw circle right there as it cuts the deficit to 2 once again. Winston Tabbs, double digits on the board now. He's got 11 points. Approaching the 5-minute mark remaining. Villanova now with the basketball. Gillespie, top of the key, bounce pass into the hands of Robinson Earl. Takes the deep 2, got it. Jeremiah Robinson Earl for 2 right there. Under 5 left to go. He's got 16 tonight. He is the go-to player, leading scorer for Villanova. 12 in the second half. Boston College now with the basketball. Trailing by 4, trying to pull off a major upset right here. No top 25 team has lost today. UCLA in a close one right now against San Diego State as well. For a top 25, number 23 ranked UCLA. BC has it. Dribble drive inside. Dish out to the left corner. Back outside to the left wing. But before that, a foul picked up is going to be an offensive foul, looks like, by Winston Tabbs. He ran over a Villanova defender. So the Wildcats take the charge. Robinson Earl right there underneath. And Villanova's going to have the basketball back. Oh, it just goes to Georgia State, not a Georgia State fan, though. Yo, what's good, my man? Behind the arc fan. Glad to have you back, brother. for a crazy game tonight here. That Boston College trying to pull off a massive upset here. Villanova has it. At the top of the key, Robinson Earl. Passes over to the left wing into the hands of Gillespie. Gillespie has missed more shots than what he has made today. Passing inside, Robinson Earl stripped of the basketball. BC has it. 4 minutes left to go. They get numbers here in transition. Passes back to the right corner. Gonna take a three. That one's up, and they get the roll. The bounce right there. That's good for the triple by the Eagles. 67-66. Jay Heath, the leading scorer for BC here with 16. Just, oh man, they've got a couple lucky bounces in this one from the perimeter. That one they hit, it just rattled right in. What's good, DJ? Welcome back in, man. He's back from shopping here, brother. 67-66, Villanova has it, cutting to the basket inside, and looks like we're going to have it's going to be a foul picked up here. It's on Villanova. Clock will stop with 3:36. BC will have it right back. So we're going to go on a timeout now. Villanova by 1, 67-66, under 4 minutes remaining. Wow. Anybody's ball game at this point here. Incredible game. I did not expect this at all. I thought it'd be a double-digit blowout in this type of game tonight. What's good, man? Pro King, welcome on the stream here. So right now we're just on a timeout here, everybody. We're going to take a look as far as other games going down today. College basketball, it looks like this. For games currently in progress, USC able to survive against California Baptist in overtime, 95-87. Georgia State leading in double overtime against Georgia Tech, 93-90. VCU up in the first round. Bad Boy Mowers crossover classic, 74-66. VCU leads against Utah State. Number 7 ranked Wisconsin leading Eastern Illinois, 66-48. Marquette all over Arkansas Pine Bluff tonight, 72-35. And San Diego State leading up against UCLA, 34-28. Yeah, Ian puts out he's never seen anybody get more lucky right rolls. Boston College has seen at least 2 on 3-point shots in this one. They got one in the first half that it went off the back rim and just dropped straight down into the net. And then that one just rattled somehow in by BC. They are getting the bounces tonight in this game. And shooting the ball at a great clip from the floor, 53%, everything going inside for Boston College. That's where they've been successful here. Villanova trying to tighten up the gap as Villanova lately going inside more, and that's helped them out a ton. Instead of taking deep twos earlier on in this game, it just wasn't working out. No self-promotion here on the channel as we are back to action. 67-66, 3.5 minutes left to go. And Boston College has the basketball trailing by 1. Yes, I'm glad that 2020 is almost over, Vaughn. BC has it. 3:15 on the clock as they're going to split. Defenders missed the layup, though. They had a clear path into the lane. And CJ Felder was looking for the fall, couldn't get one. He thought he got one from behind. Villanova has it right back. 3 minutes left to go. Thanks so much for the update, man. I'll update the Discord link for some reason. Some reason it expires like after a couple weeks or so. Villanova takes the 3. They hit it. That's a big one right there from the outside for the Wildcats. Caleb Daniels, the transfer from Tulane. And they lead it by 4 now. Kelly with the ball top key for BC. 2:40 left to go. Oh, they're going to take a deep 3 from way outside. That time they missed it, though. And Daniels, he has been huge here lately. He gets the rebound right there and puts the ball into the hands of Gillespie to take it past half court. 2.5 remaining. Villanova 4 for 10 from outside. Second half 3-point shots. Boston College made 6 3-point shots here in the second half. 2:15 remaining on the clock. Gillespie passes right back outside. Robinson Earl backs his way into the post, and he gets it for 2 by Jeremiah Robinson Earl. That's where they should have been going throughout the entirety of this game. Instead of settling for deep 2s, they need to take it inside all the time, and Robinson Earl leading the way tonight in this game with 18 total. So timeout taken, 2 minutes left to go for Boston College, trailing by 6 here. They had done so well in this game, and Villanova, as of late, just able to take it inside. And that's been the difference lately here, as Villanova is able to convert on the majority of their shots lately and get on quite a bit of a run. So yeah, 2 minutes left to go in this game. It's been awesome. First night of college basketball. I'll be back tomorrow, by the way, for a triple header on Thanksgiving, so feel free to stop on board. Gonzaga against Kansas tomorrow. Incredible 1 versus 6 battle. 1:30 Eastern time I'll be back, and then I'll have the 2 games for the 7 and 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Rhode Island against the loser of this one, and then Arizona State, the winner against the winner of this game tonight will take on Arizona State. And if Villanova comes out on top in this game, Boston College will take on Rhode Island. So that's a battle for Southern New England tomorrow. And by the way, both of those teams play each other on... They already have a game scheduled for December 4th against each other, BC and Rhode Island. So if those two match up tomorrow, it would be a 1 time out of 2 that they take on each other in a week span, basically. Or actually in 8 days, because they would play on Thanksgiving and then Friday, December 4th. Oh yeah, indeed. Non-conference schedule is stacked there for Gonzaga. So they're going to play West Virginia now, as Tennessee dropped out of that Jimmy V Classic. Next week is West Virginia that's going to be filling in. Boston College had the basketball floated up, no good. Villanova got the rebound. They passed it back. BC got the steal. And after break here, BC tried to go inside with a layup, and there's a push and a foul here, it looks like. I think it's on Villanova, as Boston College should be going to the free throw line. And this will make it the double bonus. So, yes, this is the double bonus for Boston College. They're going to be shooting 2 by Makai Ashton Langford at the line. First free throw, no good. We have 1:50 remaining. So, welcome in Tim here onto the channel. Really appreciate it, man, for stopping by. Second free throw coming out. 1:50 left to go on the clock. BC trailing by 6. They're at the line shooting their second with Makai Ashton Langford. Second free throw knocks it down. 72-67. All tied up. It's going to go into 3 overtimes, looks like, there for Georgia Tech, Georgia State. Man, hopefully they don't play tomorrow. They're going to be really tired in their game tomorrow if they do have a game scheduled. Villanova has the basketball. Passes over to the right baseline. Drives inside. A lot of contact in the fall. It's going to be a blocking foul by BC by Ashton Langford. Going to send Villanova to the free throw line. Shooting 2 here with Jermaine Samuels. We have 1:42 left to go. Yeah, and puts out Arizona State getting buckets today. That was high-paced. A lot of fouls in that game. This game hasn't had a ton of fouls. If Fats Russell had been able to stay out of foul trouble, you or I would have pulled off the upset in that one. He fouled out with like 5 minutes left to go, and he sat out throughout most of that first half too. How far do I think Texas will go into the tournament? I'll probably pick them to go round of 32 there in the tournament for this season for Texas. As of now, of course, that's probably going to change throughout the season. Villanova, by the way, they just missed both of their free throws to the line. So Boston College has it right back off the rebounds. Approaching 1.5 minutes remaining. 20 in the shot clock. Rich Kelly hands the ball over now. BC has it around the right wing perimeter. 1:25 left to go. Moves over left corner. Ball deflected. goes out of bounds. His last touched out of bounds, though, by Caleb Daniels of Villanova. Clock will stop with 1:23. So BC will get the inbound coming up underneath their hoop. Minute 23 remaining. Yeah, I am really shocked here, Tim, that Boston College is... They've been right in this game throughout the entirety of this game tonight. Oh, they're looking at the baseline camera to see if that touched a Boston College player, if it went off his shoe after it hit a Villanova player in the back of his arm. They're looking at this right now, so an official review on the court. Duke, Michigan State, Kansas, Kentucky. Who I got? I'm going to take Duke over Michigan State, and then I'm going to take Kentucky over Kansas in those games. I'm really interested to see how Kansas plays tomorrow, because I'm going to pick Gonzaga over Kansas tomorrow. The thing with Kansas is that they lost their two top scorers with Devon Dotson and Azubuike. And they got a smaller type of lineup. And Gonzaga can score. So that's going to be interesting tomorrow. Boston College going to get the inbound. They take a three, top of the key. It's no good off the mark as we have a minute 15 left to go. Villanova gets the rebounds. Gillespie takes it past the half-court logo. 1:10 left to go on the clock. Gillespie slowing down tempo. Guarded by Kelly here. Edge of the 2K Classic logo. 1 minute left to go. Gillespie, top of the key, dribbles now, takes the jumper, free throw circle, it's off the back rim, but a big offensive rebound by Villanova. They put it back underneath and you get the layup. That offensive rebound right there might have sealed the game. Jeremiah Robinson Earl put it back to his teammate. That's a layup by Jermaine Samuels. 7-point game, Boston College. Forces one up, no good, hit the front rim. Rebound back to Villanova. Gillespie now has it, slows down tempo. Boston College with 1 timeout, Villanova with 3. Villanova's open, just going to pass it around the perimeter. BC needs to do something here. Might want to foul, and they do. Clock will stop with 30 seconds left to go. Tim here's got a gut feeling about Notre Dame back in the tournament here he's liking for this season. Do I remember Boston College barely beat Texas State college football? Yes, I remember that. And they were celebrating in the locker room after that game, and the Mayor Newton didn't take a liking into that after celebrating a come-from-behind victory against Texas State. They won 24-21. Yeah, Miami Cinderella this year. I think Miami's going to be a tournament team this year. Because Miami's probably going to find its way onto the bubble. For the free throws to the line, both of them are good by Villanova. Boston College, they hung right into the balance, but just too little too late towards the end of this one. BC tried to jack up a three. It was no good. Hit the front rim. And Boston College did great going inside. Villanova, though, really adjusted towards the second portion of the second half. That's where they took it inside a ton of times by Jeremiah Robinson Earl. He took control of the second half. And Villanova going to dribble out the clock. They pick up the W here. 76-67 the final. It's been 2 good games tonight. Both of the teams from New England really did a great job as far as staying in the game and trying to prove themselves in tonight's matchup here. But this game is closer than what the score suggests here. 9-point victory by Villanova. Did not look like that at all. Boston College was up throughout the majority of the first half here, first portion of the second half. And it was back and forth in the first half as well, as they were tied going into halftime at 34. So that's a wrap here. Villanova winners over Boston College. So tomorrow I plan on covering a triple header. Feel free to join me back for a fantastic first game tomorrow, hopefully, between Gonzaga and Kansas. That should be an incredible game tomorrow between those two teams at 1:30 Eastern Time. And then I'll be back for Rhode Island versus Boston College at 7. And then Arizona State against Villanova. What should be a great matchup going down in the late night game tomorrow night in that one. But URI will take on Boston College twice this season. So they end up playing each other tomorrow, and then they take on each other on December 4th. So that's a wrap here, everybody. So thanks so much all for stopping on by here. Before you sign off, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well. As this is Behind the Arc Basketball, of course. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're about 8 minutes from Thanksgiving here on the East Coast. Really appreciate all for joining me. First night of college basketball. We are back here, everybody, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball. Stay safe, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.